Wall-to-wall country, Walls a 102, Stove with you for Stove Sizzling Afternoons. On the phone line right now, I got the one and only country singer, Gary Allan. Gary, how you doing this afternoon?
Doing fantastic. Good to talk to you.
Appreciate you calling, man. You are going to be at the Bureau County Fairgrounds in Princeton Thursday, August 22nd at 7:30, and you are a busy man. You are on tour everywhere, it seems, and you're in Oklahoma today?
Yes, having me a cup of coffee, getting ready.
Awesome, man. So you've played at venues big and small, all over the country, all over the world, really. What's something you enjoy about playing at smaller towns or local fairgrounds? What's it like for you?
You know, I think it's the history of it. There's nothing more like apple pie American than having a bunch of tractors and music out in the field and fairs and all those kind of festival things. To me, that's just so American, and they're so fun to play. They're you get such big crowds, and each town has its own little local flair.
Absolutely, I can believe that too. How are the crowds different, or are the crowds different?
They're all very different, and it takes a different kind of mentality, I think. You know, the bigger the room, the more exposed you are. Even though the smaller the room, the more intimate it is. And I don't know if that makes any sense at all.
I like the way you said that.
Yeah, but the more people in the room, the more honest you have to be.
Sure. What's something you like to do when you're on the road? I know you got rehearsals, you got practice and stuff. You got to get that chemistry going in a new environment and such. But what is something you like to do to kind of pass the time?
You know what? We usually try to golf. Gets us off the bus for a few hours. We usually gets us outside walking around, and it helps me to, be on a golf course and then warm up. This
is a question I like to ask, too, and I'm really interested in your answer on this. You've had so many hits in your day. Some of my favorite, if you really care. Tough Little Boys. Remember listening to that growing up and watching Airplanes, two of my big favorites. But is there a song or a deep cut from one of your albums that stands out as one that you would have liked to see, gain traction, or one you'd like all your fans to listen to? What's a song that you think that you like a lot that you feel is underrated or kind of unheard for your fans?
Oh, God, I have so many of those. I have 10 albums and stuff like that. Putting Memories Away, I think that should have been a single when I was in the middle of my wife passing, and that was just one of the most real songs I've ever written. I was putting all over things in boxes, and so yeah, I would say that one. I thought that was a really magic song. My He Stopped Loving Her Today.
Oh, I like that. That's your George Jones opus right there.
Yeah.
You said you got a few of them. You mind naming another one?
I'm just trying to think of songs that we missed. Send Back My Heart, I thought was a really magic one. That was kind of a 50s rockabilly thing back in the day. But I think there was one off every album that we should have done. I thought we should have done Sad in My Soul.
So a couple more questions for you. So who are some of your major influences? I mean, you got a heck of a voice and a real gruffness and richness. It really stands out. Is there anyone that you maybe tried to model yourself off of when you first got started, or anybody that you kind of took cues from when you were first starting out?
I played bar since I was 12, so I used to imitate everybody from George Jones to Conway Twitty to Merle Haggard, and that was kind of what I cut my chops on, all the really old country. I was in high school when Dwight Yoakam came out. That changed my life. I remember that. The Highwaymen Tour was right around in there. I went and saw that, and that was very life-changing for me as a kid.
Awesome. I love hearing about the influence and stuff. And then one last question, man. It's been a hot minute since you've released a new album. Can we expect one down the road? Can your fans expect a new compilation of Gary Allan music anytime soon?
Yeah, I've actually cut 22 songs, and, the music kind of took a bro country turn there, and we just sort of dragged our feet through it. So I think I've got stuff right now that I'm ready to put on the radio, and I think I've got the label convinced, and I've already got the album done. We're just trying to find a good launching point for it.
Okay, I like that a lot, man. Gary, I dearly appreciate you taking the time out of your day. Again, you're going to be at the Bureau County Fairgrounds in Princeton Thursday, August 22nd at 7:30 p.m. I could tell you're excited when you're talking about the small town venues.
Absolutely. We just revamped our whole show, too, so we're ready to road test this thing. I got a new guitar player, and we just switched it all up.
Love it. Gary, thank you so much for taking time out of your day.
My pleasure. See you guys in August.